Hi, welcome to this video where I'm going to be exploring some drawing techniques with you. So we're going to get started by looking at something quite simple to draw, which is a pear, and I'm going to show you how to use the shape method to get started. So when you're using a pencil, you need to be using quite a light hand to get your drawing down. That means that you won't mark the tooth of the paper, which is what the paper is made up of, and it will be easy to rub out your lines that you don't want anymore. So if you go in with a heavy hand, for example, like you would when you're doing your handwriting, for example, then when you come to erase that, it's going to leave quite an indentation in the paper. So what we want to do instead is we want to hold the pencil about a third of the way down, quite loose, so that we can just use some really light sketchy lines, which are going to be really easy to erase because they haven't made any indentation on the paper. And by holding it loosely, we're going to be able to get some lines down, which will help us to get the feel of the shape. So when we're doing something like a pear or any drawing, we're looking for shapes. So we can create a pear by doing two circles. So if we start with a small circle at the top and a larger circle, a bit like a snowman, on the bottom. Okay, now if you've got a pear to hand that you would like to observe, then you can by all means do that. So what we're going to do now is, once we've got our two circles, keeping that loose hand grip on the pencil, we're just going to draw around those shapes that we've made. We're going to straighten it off at the bottom. It's going to look a little bit like a skittle. Okay, so we're connecting those two shapes and we're making it a little bit straighter at the bottom. And once we've done that, we can begin to erase some of the lines. You see how easy that is to erase those lines that we don't want because we've pressed really lightly on our paper, and that is the key. And then we can just really go around that shape, and we've kind of made like a conference pear, ones that are long and thin. If you wanted to do a wider shaped pear, you could just do a bigger circle at the bottom and a smaller circle at the top, making that one a lot wider and this one a lot narrower, whereas this circle in this pear was quite narrow. And again, I'll just show you again, just connect those two like that, and you can see we've got the shape of more a pear that has got quite a much wider bottom, and we've got quite a nice shape there. And again, you can just rub those lines out. Leaving the shape of the pear that you wish. And then for the stalk, you can just, again, with that really loose grip, just draw a line, curving slightly. It's going to go across and then back down, wider at the top, and then going back into the middle. And because we're using a really nice light grip, we can just do some sketchy lines until we get the kind of shape that we want and that we're happy with, and then we can rub out any lines that we don't want. Using a shape method is a really simple and easy way to get drawing. Sometimes you might struggle to find what shape you're looking at within the object that you want to draw. You just need to try and really look and see. For example, when you're doing arms and legs, if you're doing a person, then they could either be sausage shape like this for arms and legs, or they could be more of a rectangular shape. And once you've got those shapes in, then you can start to sculpt them into the shape that you want to create a more fluid drawing, like we have here when we connected our two circles. Okay, so I hope you found that useful. The shape method is one of the easiest ways to begin drawing. I'll be back with another drawing video soon.